everybody, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another diecast restoration video. So I hope everybody's keeping well, and I hope you're all looking forward to this video. Okay, before we start, I'd like to say thank you to everybody for sticking with me. Any newcomers to the channel, welcome to the channel, and thank you to all my old faithfuls that stick with me. And thank you everybody for all your comments on my past videos. Okay, now this week it's a bit of a special model. This is one that the late Martin Dare sent to me in a box full of models a while ago now, and I thought it would be a good one to start off, you know, doing as a tribute to Martin, being as, you know, it's one that he sent me. So that's what this one is. It's a Martin Dare's tribute video, if you like, and I've made a box for the model, and I have put on the box Martin Dare tribute model. So that's what this one's all about, and yeah, I hope you're going to enjoy watching it. What it is, I'm going to tell you what it is. You've already seen the title, I always say that. It's a Dinky Toys Mercedes-Benz 250 SE, and yeah, it didn't turn out too bad. I've done it a bit of a custom colour, not the original colour that Dinky did it. I thought I'd just have a bit of a change. It's not far off that colour. It's still, you know, around the same same sort of colour, but not quite. And yeah, it's turned out alright, I think. So I hope you'll think the same. So there's not much more to say apart from, as I always say, please sit back, relax, enjoy watching the video, see how I got on with this one. Right, okay, then let's take a closer look at this one. I put a sticker on it so that I didn't mix it up with any of the other models I've got in my little man cave here. Okay, so first of all, looking at it, it's still got the headlights on, which is pretty good, and it's got the little Mercedes badge on it, which is really good because quite often they're broken off. It has actually still got the number plate stickers on, but I think I made some more, so because they did the lorry with the trailer on the Mercedes lorry, which was the same registration, and I have done one of these before, and yeah, I think I'd made some smaller ones for it. Right, so I've put a battery in to see if the backlights work, and if you waggle it around they flash a bit, so I would imagine all that needs is a little bit of cleaning on all the terminals and everything inside there. So the suspension all feels okay. The window unit, well, it's got some cracks in the windscreen. I'm not sure whether to get a repro one or just to go with this one. I might just clean it up and see if it's okay. It is a screw base, so quite easy to change at a later date if I do decide to get one. Other than that, it just needs a paint really. It's you know, it's a bit play worn, it's a bit chipped along the top of the roof there. I might have to file that a little bit, and on these corners here, like and on the edges of the boot through being dropped, I suppose, and the sides here and here, that's going to need a sanding down or filing a little bit because it is dented. But yeah, seeing all these bits around there that are like that, see on the back as well, on those back light things, that's going to need filing a bit. But seeing all that, I am very surprised that that Mercedes badge in the middle has survived, to be honest. But yeah, all in all, not a bad little model. I'm not keen on on the steering wheel. I mean, they go to the lengths of putting working brake lights, and then you get a poxy little moulded steering wheel in there, which is totally the wrong scale. I can't remember what I did with the other one, because I think I wasn't impressed with that one either when I did it, and I think I might have filed that flat and put another homemade steering wheel in, or another one I had. I have got some various sizes that I 3D printed a while ago, so I might do that, and I might turn it, maybe I'll turn it into a right hand drive. Okay then, so I guess I need to get my, well, I've got a screwdriver there, so might as well start undoing this now. Get the old battery out if I can. There you go. Come on, there you go. Right, well, we'll undo the screw at the front. No drilling with this. It's got steering as well. You can see that, steers. So that's good. She's minus the tyres, but I will put new tyres anyway. Okay. Hopefully it should be a straightforward one to do. If I've got anything in there, no, I'll use that. I'll put the screw in there. Okay, let's see what we've got. Oh, excuse me, I just swallowed the wrong way. Right, so that just lifts up. The front grille and everything is all fixed to the base, and then you've got the little like tongue at the back. So that's all good. Just a bit of rust in there. All we'll do, we'll probably just wire brush that, you know, or polish it, as they say, with a wire brush. See what it turns out like. I don't really want to have to paint it, but if I do have to paint it, then I have to paint it. Okay, so obviously, well, I can get the wheels out. Look, I think that'll come out without bending up the suspension too much, so that's good. Make sure, are they the same size, same length axles? I think they are, so it's not going to matter. It's not going to matter which one goes in the front and which one goes in the back. Alright, can I get that out without weakening? Yeah, it's going to be a bit of a wiggle to get it back in. I'll just double check these axles. Yeah, they're the same. They're the same. So that's cool. So that's that bit. Like I say, we'll just wire brush it, put it to one side. Okay, so brake lights. There's just one unit that goes in there, and the bulb fits in. Just slides into it now. Okay, so these little denty bits here, when the car's upside down, they're on top, if you like. So they're on the underside of the car. so I must remember that. And then there's like little circle bits there and there, so that's got to go towards into the boot. So trying to remember that. We'll just clean these up a little bit with a nail buffer in there. That'll be enough because they're actually not bad at all. Okay, so we got our bulb. That needs just a little bit of a clean up, help with all the connections. See, these bits here, this is what is makes the connections, so we've got to make sure those are clean. This interior it's got light pegs that come through the holes in the interior, so that's alright, that just lifts out. So now I've got to be careful with that. I don't think I can do away with that, but what I might do is put a bigger steering wheel in there over the top of that one, because I don't think I'm going to be able to file it away, and not easily. I suppose I could cut it and pour some 5-second fix or something down there and then cure it off and then cut through it maybe, and then sand it so it's like with a dash. I'll see because I don't want to bugger it up. Okay, we'll think about that one. So that can go in the ultrasonic cleaner. Now the window unit, now that just drops in, so that's nice. Those cracks must be right. I think I can feel them. Yeah, I can feel them on the inside. So the cracks are actually on the inside of the windscreen. But they're not bad, so we might be able to, I don't know. Seems a shame to throw it away, well, not throw it away, but put it in the box just because of that. Okay, so that can go in the ultrasonic cleaner as well. So we're pretty much there with this one. This can go straight in the, no it can't because we've got to get the lights out the front. I'm going to say it can go straight in the caustic, but it can't. So these lights, I'll just put my glasses. If I can get them out of their case. Right, let's have a look. Now, I think maybe with the knife, hopefully they're not glued in, but I've got a suspicion they might be. I don't want to break them. I know you can get them. There you go, out they come. So that's cool. That's cool. They're just pushed in, I think. That one's a bit tighter. There you go, it's coming. She's a coming. Come on. Oh, I've pushed it back in, trying to get it out. There you go. There you go. That's it. So yeah, look at that. I'll have to remember to paint those bits silver. Okay, so now that's ready for the caustic. So we can go ahead and do that. Okay, I won't film the caustic. You've seen it before. I used to do it inside my little man cave, but it's not a good idea because it does get to you a bit. So it's safer for me to do it outside. So I'll do it outside and then I'll come back to you when it's all cleaned up, ready for repainting. Now I don't know what I'm going to do with this, whether I'm going to do it blue, as I've already done one. I might do it different colour. I'm going to have a look on the old Googly. I'll Google it and have a look, see what different colours they made in real life, and then we'll have a look, we'll decide from there. Okay, see you in a few minutes. Right, okay, that's out the caustic. I've got this little wire brush got off Temu. It's not as good as these ones that I got on eBay, but they're very cheap, and I have done a few models, well, 2 or 3 models with this one already. I know it's wearing out now, but in the drill it turns slower. It doesn't get, you don't get the little spikes in your clothes because it doesn't go fast enough. So I do like that. I make sure I do every single bit. Those of you that already do models, you know all this. Just if there's any newcomers to my channel that's learning the hobby, this is what we do, and I haven't showed it for a while. So I do what I can with this one, and then I use this one as well, mainly to get inside there, and any small areas that these 2 brushes don't get into, I use one of these. So that's what I do. So I'll just show you a little bit. I've got the mask on because the caustic always leaves some residue in it, like very fine powder. It comes up, and it's not very nice when you breathe it in, because it's not very good for you at all. I make sure I get well into all these, like, you know, the doors, the little grooves. Make sure you get into that. You don't want any residue left in there because it won't do the new paint any good. This casting is actually very good. So there's not much, I don't know, I'll have to check around a bit, you know, a bit closer, but I don't think there's any filing to do on this one, because it's, yeah, it's a really nice casting, very good casting. So I'm going to carry on doing this, and I'll come back to you when that's done, and then we're all ready for the primer. Right, there are 1 or 2 pieces that I'm going to file. This line along here, oh, you can't see, I'm outshot again, twit. Yeah, this line along here, I probably want to scrape that. So I need to file gently along it to try and get all the little nicks out to make it smooth, so that when I scrape it, it scrapes nicely. I'm assuming it's a chrome strip. I haven't googled the pictures yet. I can't remember what I did with the last model like this I did, but this is what I'm going to do with this one. So I'm just gently going along it until it's pretty smooth. I've got a smooth bit of the file, that underside, so I'll just run it along there as well, top and bottom, just to try and square up that bit of trim, and you know, do the wheel arches as well, because they've been chipped, but not hard. Just take the edge off, and then I go with a little bit of fine wet and dry. Just use it dry and go over it just to smooth it off. That's the way I do it. Everybody's got different ways of doing these things. There, that's fairly smooth. Oh, I'm doing that the wrong way, holding that file. That's it. I had the smooth side, the wrong side. Should have had it to the body. So yeah, I'm just gonna do that, and hopefully it'll scrape nicely, and we'll have a nice chrome strip down the side, unless disaster happens. which I hope it doesn't this time. Seem to have been getting a lot of disasters lately. So I'm going to go around and do the stripe, the chrome trim down that side and then down the other side. I'll check around the tops. Probably a little bit here needs filing. Not too much, but where the gutter would be, I suppose. Well, I assume that's what that is the gutter. So we're going down over the top of the back door. Just get the little nicks and chips out, but don't do too much. It's very easy to go too far. Done way too hard, just lightly. There, that's not bad for that one. That's pretty okay. You probably can't see it very well, but here's a little bit. That is a little bit rough there as well. Just generally going around all those bits, the open windows. Make sure there's no rough bits. There's a little bit of flashing there. Just go around and do that, and it makes it a lot better at the end. You know, I haven't always done this, but again, it was Martin's videos showing us how to do it. Really, that made me start to do that. So as this is one of the models from Martin, it's only fitting that I make sure I do it properly. No skimping. Okay, so I'm going to carry on and do that off camera now. I've shown you what I need to do, and I'll come back to you when that's done. It's all wire wheeled now, so when I do come back to you, it'll be all ready for putting the primer on. Okay, that's the primer on. I did it yesterday now, so it's looking alright with the primer, but as I always say, it always does look alright with the primer. Okay, so I'm going to go and put the colour coat on. I've got it in the sink, heating up in some hot water, the can. It is actually one of the cans I bought to do the Joe 90 car, but there's a bit more green in it, and I think, you know, I thought to myself, that's what I'm going to do for this one. Slightly different colour, and then we'll see how it looks. Okie doke, catch you in a second. Okay, so this is the paint I'm going to use. It's Halford's metallic spray paint. Just got a code on the top, M7100. So let's hope it works. Yeah, it's quite nice colour. Right, okay, we're going to try and scrape these lines. Just take it off the, what you call this, clamps. So we've got to be careful the wheel arches. So we'll just go gently with the blade there, right on the curve of the blade. Now, I painted this earlier today. This is Sunday late afternoon now. I painted it this morning. You don't want to leave it too long before doing the scraping. And I've just scraped the blasted. I've just scraped the top of the by the headlight there. That's what you got to be careful not to do. I find it's difficult for me to see what I'm doing with the camera in front of me. Hopefully this paint will touch up okay. Otherwise I'm going to be in trouble. Okay. So we're going to do the same with the line all the way along, and I'll carry on doing that, and then I'll do it off camera because it's easier for me to see. But that's what I'm going to do. Right, I've started cleaning these wheels. Now what I've done, I've just put the axles in the drill, and I've started to polish the wheels. Now I have done the axles already with sandpaper, well not wet and dry, well this sort of stuff from Temu, the very fine one that they do. I don't know what grit it is, I can't remember, I've probably already told you on a different video maybe. I've got it up there, and now I'm kicking all my paint over. 400 grit, yeah, so that's 400 grit, so I've been using that like to do the axles, yeah, and the ends. Well, I haven't done that one yet. So now I'm polishing the wheels. Now the wheel on the inside touching the drill chuck, it looked like it had been curbed. If it was a real life wheel, it would have been curbed. So there's quite a lot of chips and scratches in it. So I sanded it down whilst it was on the drill, and it's actually come up alright. I've got most of the marks out of it, but anyway, this is the other one, so we'll polish this and then I'll show you the one that I've got all the marks out of. So all I do is this brasso, you know, like the old Duraglit. So just basically do that. You've seen me do it before, a lot of you. Some of my newer subscribers probably won't have done, but I'm sure most of you know. I mean, you can use Otasol. I've often used Otasol. I used to use it all the time, and then I decided this brasso was a lot easier. The shine came up pretty quick, pretty good, and yeah, I've been using it for quite a while now to do this. So just do that. I'll put the glove on because your hands go black otherwise. And then just an old bit of rag. This is my polishing rag that I use for everything. Everything polished. Oh, now that wheel's come a bit loose, so what I do here, I just my little bench, I push up against that and hold the chuck, and that tightens it against the drill chuck so that it doesn't, so that it does keep spinning around. I'll lift that up a bit. Sorry, my stand's very wobbly. So that's come up quite nice. That's got a lovely shine on it now. I hope it hasn't marked the wheel on this side. Sometimes it does. It looks alright. So this is the one that I've sanded round first. It's still polished up alright. There are a couple of little nicks still in, but I can't go and do too much because it'll alter the shape of the wheel. As it is at the moment, it's not bad. It's not noticeable. Now I haven't done the bit inside of the axle there. Doesn't really matter too much because you won't see it. These insides of the wheels is more of a problem if you leave them on the axle like this. And there's a bit of polish still on there because that was inside the wheel. Yeah, so put a polishing pad maybe on the drill to get in these bits. It's not so easy to do. There's one, so something like that will do. You just put a bit of polish on and then give it a whirl with that. You do get a bit of fluff around. Or you can use the, if you've got some nylon ones, I did have some nylon ones, wheels, not wire wheels, nylon wheels, you can use that. This is not so easy because it's a bit rounded and the bits, it does leave a lot of dust. It does leave a lot of dust. For the insides of the wheels, it doesn't really matter so much. You want to get them clean, so it's probably better just to use a brass wire wheel like this. That's the easiest, I think. It'll probably come up clean enough. You can put a bit of polish on, excuse me, as well. Because it's on the inside, you're not going to see them the same. So they're clean, they're just not sparkly shiny. Yeah, let me try. Put a bit of polish. It's not easy. Now I'm going to go and get my hand black. Right. Unless you take, the wheels off the axle, the insides, they're always going to be a little bit of a problem. If anybody's got any good suggestions, an easier way of doing it, please let me know in the comments. I suppose at the end of the day it's all about a little bit of elbow grease. They're not bad, they're clean. They're clean, they're not shiny like that, but I'll have to do the inside of that again. So I'll have to put those back in the drill and do them again. Right, okay. Okay, so we've got a lot of detailing finished. I've done the door handles, I've done the wheel arches. I'd gone over them with Molotov. You know, give them that chrome effect, because some of the models had that when I googled it. So I've done that. Now I want to put the lights back, the little headlights, and the top part of those headlights is the indicators on the front. So what I want to do I zoom in maybe, I want to paint the top half. Got a brush here. Just want to paint these top bits here sort of half moon shape, or not half moon but quarter moon shape maybe, and I'm going to use the Vallejo transparent orange. So I'd already painted in there with Molotov, so I'm just going to put the transparent orange up there. Hopefully it'll be enough to shine through to make the front indicator. I might have to do a couple of coats, because even though I've shaken this and shaken it, it's doing it over the Molotov, it's not, doesn't always show up very well with only one coat. Yeah, oh, a bit more now. I've probably gone a bit too much now, but I want to make sure there's enough for you to see the indicator. And then we'll leave that dry off before putting the lens in. Hopefully that'll shine through now, through the lens. These bottom bits, I should have, when I did the silver, the Molotov, I should have done those bottom bits I think as well, so I'll do those. I need to wash my brush. I'll come back to you in a minute. Okay, we're back. Yeah, what I did buy on Temu, I have ordered some more. I don't know if they're going to be any good or not. I don't think there's an awful lot of paint in them, but they're only cheap. Is it Demi? I don't know. So it's a paint marker, so you got this chrome, it's a sort of that rosy gold. There's a gold one, so that's like rose gold. What was that, rose gold? This, yeah, no, that, what does it say? Just says liquid chrome marker on there. Liquid chrome marker. Yeah, so they're different shades of gold. That's a proper gold. That's a darker gold there. That's the rose gold, and we got one silver. So I'm going to try the silver one out. Don't know if it's going to work, but I'll just maybe do it on those little bits there to see what happens. Give them a good shake. Don't know whether it's going to dry quick or there's some on the end of it. seems to be alright. It's coming out alright anyway. There you go. It's just like the Molotov, isn't it? That's probably all it is. Okay, so that one's alright. Okay, we're going to leave that dry now a bit before we put the lenses in. Right, I've pushed those in, the light lenses in. The orange didn't show through enough, so I've had to paint the orange again on the outside. So that's okay. I might just put a little bit of 5-second fix on the inside to hold the lenses in. One of them is quite tight and one of them is more loose, so I just put a bit of extra paper so the holes go right through from the lights there and there. So if I put a blob of 5-second fix on each, hopefully that'll be just enough, just in case they do decide they want to fall out. Right, so let me see if anything's coming out first, which doesn't seem to be. Here we go. So I put a blob there. Hopefully it'll be enough, and another blob in there. I can't see it coming out on this one. I'm sure loads must have come out. So get my old torch. I need to change the batteries in this again. I've already done it once, but the batteries can't have been too good. Let me have a look here. I can't see if any did come out. There, that's it, I think. That's better. And on that one. Hoping that's enough. Seems to be done. Okay. Put the lid on my 5-second fix. Now I've wiped that off, throw the paper away. Right. Okay, let's get the thing together. So we put the old window unit in first. You can still, unfortunately, still see the, there are some cracks in there, but we'll have to go with it. It's a screw one, like I might have said, I think I said before, it is the base screws on, so easy to change at a later date. Now this is very brittle, and messing around putting the battery in and out before, I actually cracked this piece off and this piece off, so I've stuck it back and I've put some baking powder in to hold it. Where's not going to be in the way of it. So we'll drop that in the right place, hopefully. There are some locating holes there and there, locating pins, and there and there. Now we need to get this piece in the back of the base. Make sure I put it the right way, that way. Push those through the holes if I can get them there. Come on. Oh, there you go. That's in. That's in. Right, let's hope we can get that right in without it all falling out. So we've got the little locating tab there. So we've got to bring it in like that, and then push him down at the front. And get our screw. I've got the wrong screwdriver. Hang on, let's do it this way. I prefer the Phillips screws to these, because there's less chance of your screwdriver slipping out or slipping off the screw out of the slot. That's going to go a bit more yet. I did put the axles on before, as you've noticed, and I put some new tyres on. They're quite chunky, but I thought they looked quite nice on this one. Okay, so that's together. Haven't put the bulb in, so the bulb's got to go in. I think she's just going to push in there, isn't she? Perhaps I should have done that before, but I didn't. Like a cabbage. So is that far enough? No. Oh no. So yeah, I should have put that in before. So we're going to undo that again. So this is how quickly it all goes pear-shaped when you forget to put something in when you should have. Okay, screws out. Right, let us have another go. Push the bulb in there first. Now we'll have another go. Now this is going to get awkward just because of the bulb. Back to this again. come on. Right. Behave. Right. I think she's in this time. Well, that was the Prosecco cork popping. Yeah, it's my birthday today. So that's what that noise was all about. Okay, we're in. That works. Okay. Here's our suspension with those tyres on. Is it enough? I'm not sure which way this battery goes, but it works both ways. This piece, if you put it that way, slips off the end of the bulb, so we'll put it in this way and then we'll see what happens. Okay, so that works. And you push down on the, when you push down the axle, the brake lights go on. Right, well, that's that bit then. That's that done. Right, well, I had forgotten the number plates, so I've printed a whole load out here. I did have some printed before from when I did this, well, this model like this I've done before. So anyway, I've had to reprint them. So we're going to put those on now. I've done them on vinyl sticker paper. And it's going to be a bit of a task. Oh no, come on. I've got bits stuck to me. Yeah, it's vinyl sticker paper, so we got them there. They're not very big, obviously. So I've got to try and separate the backing paper. Oh, come on. Easier said than done. There you go. And it sticks back on again. Right. Got to try and get it in the middle. Right, so that's the front one on. Got this one here for the back. There you go. Come on. Ah, so fiddly. So fiddly. Try and stick him a bit to the knife. There you go. Right. Ugh, I've gone wonky now. Brake lights are going on as I'm doing it because I'm pushing up on the axle. Okay, that should do. There. Okay, so that's that. Right, chuck these bits away. I have also printed out a box. I haven't cut it out yet, it's still on the sheet, and I've put on Martin Dare tribute model. So I've got to cut that out and glue it together. I've had to enlarge it because the one that was on the memory stick that I bought on eBay 3 or 4 years ago now, it wasn't big enough. I've gone a bit wonky there. It's gone a bit off the edge, but it doesn't matter because there's enough of a tab there to glue. That bit glues inside the other bit. Yeah, so I've probably made it a little bit too big, but it doesn't matter because the bigger the better. You can wrap the car in some tissue paper or something just to protect it a bit inside the box. Okay, so I'm going to cut that out. Well, that's basically it then. We're done, I think. I did put these spotlights on because if you Google the pictures of the Mercedes, is it 250 SE? Yeah, 250 is SE. If you Google the pictures, it comes up in. Okay, then that's it. Box all made. Martin Dare tribute model. Yeah, so I hope you've enjoyed this video, this restoration. I hope you like the outcome of it. You know, I think it's a fitting tribute to Martin because, as I say, it's one he sent me quite some time ago in a box of models to restore, and some good ones as well that don't need restoring. Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed it, and if you have, please like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. And yeah, join me again next time for another diecast restoration. I think the next one will be one that I did. I just finished it before I started this one. Custom restoration, and I'll do that one next, and then I'll start on another model in the meantime from Martin. Okay then, so please join me again next time for another diecast restoration. Until then, please take care, look after yourselves, and well, we'll see you then. Cheerio for now. Bye bye. Abato.